Does it still resonate the same way?
I don't feel the suffering anymore at all. It's like evaporated. I remember it. I remember, for example, that in my childhood, I was mostly unhappy because of an unstable family background. I didn't have a happy childhood. I remember that. But on a feeling level, I don't revive it. It's not there anymore. It exhausted itself, it evaporated, or it got burned up by the presence. I don't know exactly how to put it. But the unhappiness has not survived in me, except as a mental a memory, but not on an emotional level. So it's gone.
Here, Eckhart was saying that really all suffering has disappeared. It is something like the whole universe disappeared for him. Why I'm saying that is that the all this universe is existing because of our interaction, emotionally interacting with this universe. That is why this universe is there, and then that is why it is bothering you as well. But for Eckhart, it's not bothers anymore because he has just let go of his ego, and this, along with that, the whole universe, which it's no longer impacting his emotions. That's what he explained here. So I'm going to relate that to the Buddha's teaching, and specifically on that Cosmos Sutra or the Loka Sutra, which I promised on the previous episode that I will relate that to dependent origination, and then all 9 yards of this whole teaching of Buddha's condense into this dependent origination. So, so when Buddha delivered that Loka Sutra or the Cosmos Sutra, he mentioned that really this whole world is being created through your six senses. That means your six senses are the ones that really the emotionally reacting to all these things. So if none of these activities or the incident around your world, the world that really we see as the real world, if none of those are not impacting your emotion, that means you are that whole world, that universe has disappeared from you. Similarly, that if you have no ego, you don't react to things, but you will respond to things, of course, when you are living in, but you won't react to them. So isn't that a blissful state, which we talking about that on the previous episode, and even Buddha mentioned on that Aganya Sutra, where the people live with or live on the blissfulness, like Eckhart. He maybe not showing that much of, but he is living in some level of blissfulness, and that happens because of there is no any resistance for that blissfulness. So blissfulness was already evolved, and that is what Eckhart is always talking about, evolving your consciousness. So he referred to this as a consciousness, but I could see that that is the blissfulness, that when you are alive. So I refer to this as the experience of being being alive. So that is what he's talking about here. So now we compare this to that Aganya Sutra. Buddha mentioned about Abbhassara Brahma, in the sense that there is some level of existence there, but actually they are living on blissfulness. And on the Cosmos Sutra, he gave that the separation, or that big breakthrough comes with letting go of this all the senses, all these perceptions, or the contact you get through these six senses. If you detach from that, if you let go of that sensory perceptions, you will become a person that really who's not reacting to things but responding to things and living blissfully. So anybody can, I mean, the so many people I can just relate to when I hear some stories. I can relate to those kind of people living in this world right now. That was the case even Buddha's time when Prince Siddhartha left the palace and then searched for this liberation. He went to so many people that really who has had the similar kind of experience and then been a gurus around that time of the period, and namely Alar Kalama and Uddakalaramaputra. They are really blissful beings living in that time with so many people around them, and then he went into study and learn what they have to say, and then finally Prince Siddhartha realized it's something they are beyond this kind of a level of existence, and that's why he has gone through all the other austerities and everything to find out whether there is something else, but he couldn't find on those kind of exercises like meditating so many years, and then as you know he has give up taking food and all that. Finally he realized this is not the way to uh, get to this or the understand this universe, and he went and sat under the tree, a boat tree, and then realized that I'll let go of all these practices and try to see what is happening inside me. And later on, one time when Buddha was asked, "How did you actually enlighten?" I crossed this existence while doing nothing, which is in the Ogatharana Sutra. So what he mentioned was that I didn't thrive for anything, or if I feel that really I'm looking for something, and then I'm just connecting, or I'm craving for something, I just let go of it, and then I did not stand still either. But with by doing that, well, by doing nothing, I cross this ogre, in the sense they cross this existence. So which is similar to what Eckhart Tolle is always promoting as be in the present moment, because that if you look for the future, you are connecting with the future and then trying to try for that. But if you are thinking about the past, still you are just connecting with the past. But you have to be in the present. But I wanted to bring up another point that sometimes the people think that it's a present as they conceptually thinking, oh, I am in the present, but that means they are dwelling on the present. But Eckhart is emphasizing that it's not dwelling on the present, but you have to be dwell in the present. That's the differentiation. So if you are dwelling in the present, that means you are in the present permanently, without any lapses. So that is what this is all about. So with that, I wanted to now go into the dependent origination and the how it's match up with these two sutras and Buddha's teaching. If you look closely at the dependent origination, the whole 12 steps or the 12 courses, you would see that really the six senses or the six salayatanas stand as the fifth link of the dependent origination. So there are four other links before we come to this salayatana. But all this time we were talking about the other links that we were referring to uh, comes up to this salayatana, which is actually the sensory perceptions are really starting from this salayatana, in the sense that really will be you will be projecting to this world, this universe, from there. So if you contract all that, you are contracting the whole universe or the cosmos in that sense, but leaving out that four other links on the dependent origination, which comes before the salayatana or the six senses. So is that the case that when we talk about that Abbhassara Brahma, those people or those beings are full with those four links of dependent origination, but they don't have anything beyond that, like salayatana pachya, passa, passa pachya, vedana, vedana pachya, tanha, tanha pachya, upadana, upadana pachya, bhava, bhava pachya, jati, jara, marana, those donas, those kind of projections. All that projection links are died down or the evaporated, but the those four, the balance four links are still existing, kind of thing. But it's existing outside the cosmos. You could think that way because those Abbhassara Brahma could be that really when this universe is being destroyed or the contracted totally, there are some other beings still existed. That's what Afghan Sutra is talking about. So those four links of the dependent origination end up, if you closely look at it again, the last link of those four is the Nama Rupa, which is actually name and form. So there is a name and form in the sense there is a formation, some kind of a formation is there. So that kind of a formation is still existing, but it is actually connected with this whole existence somewhat. But what I could relate to, and then I could see what Buddha said was that really you had to go beyond even that. You had to really realize, or you had to let go of those four links as well. It's not like letting go of anything, but actually it's like you are totally understanding or totally recognizing or experientially taking the insight of it and out from the ignorance. So your wisdom will thrive, and that wisdom itself is nothing, and then that is why Buddha call it as emptiness. So finally, if you don't have that all 12 links of dependent origination, you are totally free from any kind of a interaction or connection or the any desire. So that particular desire that I was talking about is that like a thirst. So I just want to convert this now into the theory of gravity. So to me, of course, this simple or the very subtle thirst is the gravity that connecting this whole universe. And then from the this side of the coins or the as a relative world, we see that as a something is there that which is bounding all this universe in the sense that all the earth and everything, but we call it gravity. But in fact, that gravity is started, or gravity is, on the Buddha's term, on this dependent origination, the gravity is the one that we talked about, avijja, or the avijja, in the sense that it is not knowing that our subtler craving, subtler desire is the cause for whole this existence. So if you let go of that desire, actually you are go beyond this gravity too. So it's a very interesting and intriguing perspective. I'm sure that really you must be now really interested about to know about a lot more. But I think I'll leave it to you to contemplate and comprehend the fact that we are living in this cosmos which we have created within us with our desire or with our longing or that subtler level thirst which is being referred to as gravity by many scientists on the relative world. So you are in this relative world right now, but if you contemplate, if you comprehend this particular discussion, you can listen to these couple of times, and then you might be able to open up yourself to get that realization within you, to see that how silly we are to connect with this cosmos and suffer so much of. With that, I would keep this discussion going on with many of your comments, if you inclined to put down on the comment section. I will refer to them as well and expand this further in the next episodes.